Hey everyone, I'm Jaden.
And I'm Noah.
And we are the Super Gamer Bros. And today, we are continuing our playthrough of LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, starting Revenge of the Sith.
I'm already very confused about what we're doing here.
Yeah, I have absolutely no idea. I mean, I know we're trying to rescue the Chancellor, but other than that, I got nothing. Oh.
There it is. He had to pull the generator for the force field out.
Oh, genius.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, it's been a bit since we played this, Noah. How far are you? Because you're just playing through it by yourself.
This game is deleted and gone.
Oh, did you complete it, or you just got bored of it?
Got way bored of it.
Oh, that's upsetting to hear, actually.
Oh, yes. It gets very grindy after finishing the main stuff. As all LEGO games do.
Ow.
Ooh.
Ow.
I thought we'd have a few seconds.
Oh, we're in a level right now. I didn't even realize.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you thought we were just dicking around? Hell no.
Well, I mean, that's kind of how, like, you know, all of them start. You never...
No. We
like,
don't have
start
time
out.
for that. Alright, what do we got here?
Hey, no, you never, like, you never start out in a level. Typically, you gotta walk around a bit first.
Yeah. Shit. Oh.
Oh, man. Where are you?
I'm trying to progress the level.
That's not good. That's
Where
not
are
good.
you?
I thought I was progressing the level, but I have no clue where I
I have
am.
no idea what you're doing. Yeah, are you even near a droidica?
No. Okay, this
Oh.
gate opened for me, and I gotta fight that guy.
Nope, that's where I'm at.
That's where you're at? Where am I at?
Don't know where you're
How do I get on the other side of this force field? Okay, I figured it out.
Yeah, there's I set up a platform there for you to jump on. Jeez. At least we're the right characters.
What was that?
That's a jab.
Man,
because you're the apprentice. Sith Lords are our specialty, Obi-Wan said to the Sith Lord.
Ouch.
The Sith Lord.
Yeah.
There's only one. And Obi-Wan never killed a Sith Lord, actually.
He eventually killed Maul.
Darth Maul, who was never a Sith Lord, he is in fact a Sith assassin.
You know what? That's fair. That's fair. I'll give you that one, brother.
His sole purpose was to be tossed away by Palpatine. Because he was considered weak. Because Dathomirians are weak.
Wow.
We also have a new cat. I'm talking about Star Wars lore. That's what this Sith... That's what Palpatine himself felt about Darth Maul.
And then you just threw in the
Maul
cat
was given
thing.
him as a baby. Yeah, then we have a cat because I come home and my partner just has cats that weren't here before.
I mean, you guys foster cats. I can't imagine it was, like, too much a surprise.
I think it still is. Why don't I get any button prompts?
Well, you're not even technically supposed to be in this fight. Obi-Wan gets knocked out.
I was gonna say he should have knocked me out. Yeah, you're right. So that means we're officially in Revenge of the Sith. I didn't know what movie we were in.
What?
We're in Revenge of the Sith.
Did you not hear me at the beginning of this episode say we're starting Revenge of the Sith?
Nope.
What were you
The
going to tell
original
me?
Lego Star Wars that had Revenge of the Sith, the first time we played it,
Correct.
that is one of 2 games that had an experience of Revenge of the Sith where a player as Obi-Wan and a player as Anakin would fight at the end.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was very surprising.
Does this game have that?
You know, I really can't remember. I don't think so. I'm not sure. No, wait, yeah, they definitely are fighting each other, but I think that Anakin can't win. It's scripted.
Oh, yeah. No,
Yes.
Anakin can win in the Lego one, can't he?
Yes, they had a small little alternative history clip for both that and Star Wars Episode 3: Revenge of the Sith, the video game.
Yes, of course. One of the greatest games of
Both
all
very
time.
fun. Yeah, very fantastic games.
Great movie tie-in game.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Get him, Anakin.
I got him.
Hey, hey.
Oh man, it kept the hand cut off. Well, that's not how that worked.
Do it.
Huh.
General Grievous.
Wait, what?
Oh, I get 2 lightsabers? It's always
That would
very
be sweet
funny
if
to
they
me.
had a skin like that.
Oh yeah. It was always very funny to me how easily convinced Anakin was to end up, you know, killing Dooku.
I mean, he was the guy in charge of the army opposite the Republic. You know, it's a war. Like, isn't that the whole point?
I mean, yeah,
They
but he
make it like
literally.
this really big thing when they didn't have a problem killing before.
I mean, yeah, but he literally like cut off both of his hands. He was defenseless. You know, it's. I feel like very different than, you know, other instances.
They'll never accept this.
Yeah, that part was messed up, but you know, they had lore where they're chasing chasing Dooku for a very long time.
Chancellor,
And they make him do a lot of messed up stuff.
with Count Dooku gone, the war will now come to an end.
The Senate will vote to continue the war as long as...
But no, that's the whole point of the transition, you know.
I mean, yeah.
Because he's just capable of evil. He doesn't really care who he hurts.
Oh, Anakin,
Just about his stuff.
something wonderful has happened.
Oh, that's wonderful.
What are we gonna do?
Anakin, I don't care if you know we're married.
Man, this is weird.
Come, Anakin.
It is very weird.
That's a very weird scene. I feel like that was.
Yeah,
that
all
was not a good
the
scene.
scenes with Padme in this are very odd. So where are we going? Report to the
glad she
Jedi
dies.
Council. That's harsh.
Oh. Well, you know, she's. I don't think she was written very well in the prequel series. Like, I like her in Clone Wars. She's really cool in
I
Clone
mean, none
Wars.
of the writing in Star Wars is very good.
Mm.
That's why I'm going to make it a Jedi Temple before you.
Yeah, I'm not even trying. You'll just get there and start the mission. I'm just gonna collect studs while you're going. Yeah, I was reading this this thing online of like unpopular opinions about like anything, just unpopular opinions that people were sharing. And one was this guy who just really hated everything Star Wars. It was saying, hey, you know, like Star Wars is only relevant because the first trilogy was so good. Like, nothing after the first trilogy was good in this guy's opinion, including the shows and stuff.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I remember like the Clone Wars, like all of it. He didn't like any of it, and I was like, I mean, yeah, I absolutely agree with him in terms of the movies, but I mean, the shows I think
100%.
are all incredibly good.
The shows are incredibly good because they have the time and they were thought out and well written.
Yeah,
The movies
and
are hot garbage.
yeah, and he also didn't like the video games either, and I thought I can't understand that at all.
No, I mean, when I talk to people about like the separation of video games between the franchises they're tied to, I bring up Dragon Ball a lot in the fact that we never actually watched the show, but got the entire story of Dragon Ball through playing the games.
Yeah.
Because all the games just cover the story.
Uh-huh.
And you know, you see all those iconic scenes and they retold it better and better and more abridged and tidier than the show ever did.
Yeah. Well, the original show, at least. Yeah, Kai was very streamlined.
No, it was still pretty rough.
Well, I mean, I guess it was obvious. It was still not as streamlined as the games, but it was certainly compared to the original Dragon Ball anime. I think, yeah, it was. I mean, it was just, you know, getting rid of the filler. All right, you just left me behind. Oh wait, are we supposed to? Can we just fast travel to the planet? Right? Is that what we're doing? Yeah. See, I remembered this time. It gets me every time. I guess. Are we going to? Oh, I guess we gotta go to the city.
The city. The amount of pollution we increase by using 2 ships.
Well, this is like the future. They have that stuff figured
no
out.
pollution. Right.
Yeah.
It's not like hyper super pollution.
No, because I'm sure the ships use some sort of, you know, renewable resource or something like that.
A welcoming
A welcoming committee. Oh, this is Utapau.
Yeah.
So it goes. The first one was the space battle. Second mission is Utapau.
It wasn't a space battle.
No, but that's what.
Yeah.
That's what the event is. Then it's Utapau. General Grievous is here, and then.
Is this
The
something that
Sidious
happens in the
fight-
movie?
This does happen in the movie. The Sidious
Oh,
fight.
I don't remember that at all.
Yes. Obi-Wan gets there first because Sidious told them where they were gonna go.
Oh.
Grievous sends them to Mustafar.
Oh,
All
he
the
said hello
leaders.
there. Yeah. I guess we'll go ahead and do 3 levels this part, because we're already starting the second one.
Yeah, we'll see. Also see what levels up next.
Yeah. It's funny that he said that, but he died.
He did.
Like Dooku, you know, that's not...
Blast him.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, he's got more health than Dooku. Isn't R2 a block?
L2.
Shh. R2 just throws your lightsaber. I feel like I'm slightly embarrassed that you outlived me and you don't even have a lightsaber.
I was punching him. Did you see that?
Actually, yeah, I did. But no, the Dragon Ball Z games, I think, yeah, I mean, like, other than Xenoverse, you know, that of the ones we played at the very least, literally all of them just retell the same story. And
Yeah.
even Xenoverse is still, like, is basically your job is to retell that same story.
It's to fix it to where it's back to the
Yeah.
same story.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, it's
problem
like-
in Xenoverse is that they diverted from the original story
Yeah,
of Dragon Ball.
and that's a no-no. But
Yeah,
I mean, it's
Trunks comes
great.
back in time at the behest of Akira Toriyama,
Yeah.
who says, "Why is Goku not a kid again?"
Yeah.
I know that wasn't him.
Yeah.
Look, this isn't a Dragon Ball video anyway.
Oh, I mean, I didn't know
I'm
that
just
meant we
joking,
couldn't
it doesn't
talk
matter.
about it. No, that's fine.
You can't talk about Dragon Ball.
Oh, we were talking about
This is
oh,
a
yeah,
video
we were just
game
talking about how
podcast. You're
I
only
mean, we were
allowed to
just
talk
talking
about video games.
Well, yeah, but we were talking about Dragon Ball video games. Wait,
Which
this
one?
isn't even a podcast.
Oh, he lost an arm. That means we have to do this 3 times. 3 more times. I'm just gonna
But,
go
I
join
mean,
the background battle, honestly.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I
you
got
just
this.
fight Grievous and I'll
Wait, no,
lead these clones to victory.
Well, we were talking about we were talking about, like the
Oh, I blasted a clone.
Star Wars games, and this one guy on the internet that said they weren't good, and I just can't understand
Recently, you've
that.
just been getting mad at random people on the internet.
No, it's not mad. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm mad. It's just, I mean, I didn't have, like, it was reading like an article putting a bunch of posts together. It wasn't like this guy's full post itself, so I didn't really include all the details for his reasoning. But I don't know, it's just like, I've obviously played a lot of Star Wars games, and I mean, they're just so good. Like,
They're
even
fantastic.
as, like, I'm not nearly as big a Star Wars fan as you are, and...
Go ahead and do this thing.
Oh, right. No, hold on, how do I... What? Oh, did I press the wrong button? What? There we go.
Circle attached, and then you climb up.
Yeah.
Weird, man.
Well, I pressed circle, and then I just put my lightsaber away.
Yeah, because they're the same button.
And
Wow, you gotta jump onto that thing.
I did! I pressed X! But yeah, I don't know, I just thought, the Star Wars games are so good, I just don't understand... And even the enemy... you literally killed me. You literally
yeah,
killed me.
I didn't mean
I
for
was
that
up
last
there.
shot to hit you.
Oh my god. Yeah,
But
I
I'll
just think,
still
like...
call that your fault.
Okay. I can understand, I guess, not liking the movies, and maybe the live-action shows. I feel like the live-action shows are more, dependent
they're like the
on
movies.
liking the movies as well. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And, but, I mean, like, the Clone Wars, Rebels, and, the games, I feel like, they all are different. Especially the video games tell, like, completely different stories from, like, the movies and shows, for the most part. They're very, isolated. And it's just, like, I just don't get it.
Yeah, I completely agree. Because it's any Star Wars experience, how it is you don't have to know the entire rest of the story of Star Wars to
absolutely.
appreciate them.
Yeah. And
Because if it was
even,
like that, it would be impossible to follow along.
Yeah. I mean,
'Cause
and
I'm
it's
the
even
only
like...
expert around here.
Yeah, and I mean it's even like not knowing about those other like parts can even sometimes make those experiences more interesting.
Right.
For example, for me, I never watched the Game of Thrones series on TV. Never watched it. Never have. Probably never will. Just because I don't watch a lot of TV. But, what I did do was I played the Telltale Game of Thrones series, and it was very interesting, because I only played it because it was an easy platinum trophy, like, initially. That's why I started it, for anyone who would wonder why I'd play it, not having played the game. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. But yeah, that's the only reason I played it. But when I played it, I actually thought it was very interesting, and I thought it made more interesting by the fact that I had no idea of anything that would happen because I had nothing going on in the series. Like, the game, the Game of Thrones game starts at the Red Wedding, where you're a bannerman of you're a member of a house that are bannermen for House Stark, and you're just at a wedding, and I was like, cool, I'm at this wedding, and, then people started getting killed, and I had no idea what was going on. And then, like, later on I had, like, as one of the characters you play as, you kind of have the option to kind of form an alliance with, like, Tyrion Lannister, and I did that because I was like, oh, Tyrion Lannister, that's, Peter Dinklage, he's like a main character. It's a good idea to form an alliance with him. And then, he gets arrested, and I was like, oh dear, that is not good for me. And it was just, it to me, made the game so much more interesting, just the fact that I was very much like the characters I was playing as, where I had no idea what was going on in kind of the bigger political scope of the world. I was just trying to do what was best for, my little family.
That is so funny, because you're right, it's a completely different experience if you know what's going on in Game of Thrones. Because I found that game after I had watched the show all the way through. So I was like, who are these people that never existed and just appeared out of nowhere, and they have their own bubble of importance. But as I played through the game, I really liked what they did with this family and how they made it still feel dramatic and important, even though it was small and really uninvolved to the main plot.
Yeah, no, it was cool. Like I liked it, just how many bad decisions I actually ended up making because I didn't know anything about the show and the story. That I just felt made it more shocking, more interesting than if I had known everything that was going on. And like I enjoyed playing the game.
Cody, can you call for reinforcements?
I should be able to get a signal out from that.
It was very fun experience, and that I feel like can kind of be the same about things like the Star Wars games, especially obviously the Old Republic games. You don't have to watch any of the movies to know what's going on with those because they don't interact in any regard. But then you have a game like Fallen Order that, I mean, it was just a very interesting story, and all you have to know.
It was a great game overall,
absolutely.
too.
And all you really have to know about Star Wars is like the prequel
I think I
trilogy.
need your help getting up there.
Do I have to just lift that whole thing with you on it?
I guess I really don't know.
Oh, maybe hold on. What do I have to? Can I lift something with you on it? Cool. But yeah, I just think it's cool. Like to play like Fallen Order, which I would say is pretty decently involved in the main story, for being a game that takes place in between episodes 3 and 4. But you could play that knowing nothing about the like prequel trilogy, and you would, I think, get just as much enjoyment out of the story.
Right, I agree. It's completely encapsulated. It's well told, and the fact that it involves, I think the Inquisitors, make it feel like it's tied into what's happening in Star Wars right now, because they were a big part of Rebels, a big part of Kenobi. They've been in the comics. The Inquisitors, they've kind of been the only good thing Disney have added to Star Wars. I think we've mentioned them briefly before. But Cal Kestis also, his story was really good. They gave him a great backstory of him surviving Order 66. His master is good. I mean, I was really excited for the end of the game, and I can't wait to see where it goes next.
Absolutely.
I hope that they do a lot with Night Sister Marin, who joined his crew at the end of the game.
I thought that was one of the coolest. I was super excited about that. I was like, ooh, a Night Sister and a Jedi teaming up. That's awesome. And it's something that certainly I feel like isn't possible in something like the Clone Wars or anything like that, because obviously they're very against each other. But you have these
right,
two.
They tell it like.
Yeah, well, it's like they're both as far as they know, one of the absolutely. Oh, that's funny. That's hilarious.
See me, Chancellor?
Yes, it seems the council doesn't fully appreciate your...
I was reading this one article that was talking about, I don't know if it was talking about like if they're making a like Jedi Fallen Order like movie or like a series based on it or something like that. And these people were saying like, oh, they should totally cast this guy as Cal Kestis, and even talked about like the guy in like an interview had commented on it because someone had like mentioned something to him, and it was a guy that wasn't Cameron Monaghan.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. I thought that's why they cast him in the first place for the game, was the fact that he was already a well-established actor. He's young and hot, he's got his whole thing going on, and he has a potentiality to be playing this character in a live-action setting.
Well, it's also, not only is it the fact that they cast Cameron Monaghan, this young hot guy that we all love, but they then modeled Cal Kestis to look like Cameron Monaghan.
Oh, right. I mean, it's the spitting image. When
Yeah,
I'm
so it's
talking to
like-
people about it, I say that game with Cal Kestis, and they're like,
Cameron
who?
Monaghan.
And I'm like, oh, it's Cameron Monaghan. And they're like, oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, it's...
Wait,
oh,
are we
come
going off the
on.
planet? Okay, no, we're going
No,
to the same
no,
building.
no. Yeah, it's just like... Yeah, it's just so crazy that... As far as I could, like, it was one of those things that I read this article, and I was like, oh, this has to be a satire thing, right? And I was, like, reading into it, and I was like, no, I think these people are seriously saying, like, yeah, it'd be really cool for this guy who's not Cameron Monaghan to play Cal Kestis, you know, the guy played and modeled after Cameron Monaghan. I was just shocked.
Yes, here's a fun fact about Cameron Monaghan. This was just posted on a Star Wars or the Fallen Order Reddit the other day, so that's how I saw it. But it was something he recorded in his house, and he had a little model of Cal's lightsaber
Oh, that's cool.
on a shelf, yeah. I thought it was really cool. Oh, they give him a gold lightsaber, by the way.
Oh, that's cool. I also like how they kept that little twist jump he did in the movie.
Yeah, but they got rid of the 2 extra Jedi Masters that were supposed to be here.
Yeah, that both get killed instantly.
Anakin. The Jedi are taking over.
I am going to end this once and for all.
I have the power to save the one you love.
I think, that was funny. That was funny. You know, I think one of the, like, smallest yet dumbest things they did in the prequel trilogy was the fact that making Palpatine, like, shooting lightning at Mace, and Mace reflecting it back to him, it is what made him, like, all gray and wrinkly with his skin.
Yeah, that's actually, that is what the original thing was, you know, but in the books they changed it. They say that Palpatine, the dark side, you know, deep study of dark side sorcery makes you look withered and dead like that, and he used Sith sorcery to make himself look young and normal. And then the facade of his sorcery slipped because he's, expending his power in this blast of lightning.
Gotcha.
Your people on Kashyyyk. We will help.
I guess that makes more sense. It's I
You
just
should
thought it
read
was-
these novelizations because they're written by people who are so obsessed with Star Wars they write a novel about it. So
Come on, let's land. Like the novelizations of the movies?
Yeah, my bad.
Like the novelizations of the movies?
Those are good too. The novelizations of the movies are good and they change things and make it better, but what you call legends now, I guess.
Oh, just
Two.
just like the you talking about
I
just the
have-
novels?
Yeah, the novels, and they're still novelizations.
Well, I would say well, I think novelization implies the novel version of a movie. Other than that,
I
it's
forgot
just
they
if it's
do
like
a Kashyyyk level.
if it's like an original story, it's just a novel.
The amount of times the Kashyyyk level has been used as a video game buffer for more like padded game time is kind of ridiculous to me, considering how little Kashyyyk is actually shown in
Oh, dude, it's those
anything
cool
Star
droid
Wars.
tanks.
They are really cool. Yes, the Battle of Kashyyyk is very cool. It's very important. Wookiees are cool. Yoda's here. It's really cool. I get it. I understand the lore. I love it. But it just doesn't make sense. It was barely shown in the movies. Wookiees and Kashyyyk and these types of battles aren't really gone over in the Clone Wars a lot.
I mean,
or Rebels for that matter.
I mean, no, you could absolutely. I mean, 100%. It's one of the most used locations in Star Wars ever. Like, it's in Fallen Order that you go to Kashyyyk. It's in, Battlefront. There's a level on Kashyyyk. Like, you play on Kashyyyk a lot. And I just think it's a cool location. I feel like it's the Forest Moon of Endor, but for the prequels.
Yeah, that's true. He did, George Lucas did mirror a lot of his own things.
Well, I think you mirror what's popular makes sense. Look at me hobbling away.
That one's a set piece.
Oh. Hey, it's Chewbacca.
I couldn't tell. All Wookiees look the same to me.
Oh, that's just racist.
That's not true. But did you notice I have like a musket?
Yeah, you're Tarful.
Yeah, I did not realize Tarful had a musket.
He's also in Jedi Fallen Order.
I did know that because he's the chief you look for.
Yeah.
Which is
Saw
weird
Gerrera
because
is
they
in
all
Fallen
involve
Order.
the same Wookiees because they're so old.
How long do
Yeah,
Wookiees
I don't
live?
like
Do you know
Saw
that?
Gerrera.
Oh, you don't like Saw?
No, he was newly added in the newer movies. I don't love him.
Oh.
Wookiees, I don't know how long they live, but it's got to be pretty freaking long because Chewbacca's still going, technically,
Yeah.
and he outlived Yoda.
Yeah, he's got a family.
What?
Yeah, in like the Christmas special.
No, I didn't know that. I
You
don't
saying
count this.
Hey, it was mentioned in
I go by
the Book
my
of Boba
Star
Fett or
Wars, so
something.
I
It's-
pick and choose what I count.
You know what? That's fair.
It is fair, isn't it? I just thought that's how it is for all of us. This is the second level in a row somebody's broken out into a random dance for a minute.
And they're still doing it.
Oh, this is Order 66, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Oh. That was another dance.
In the novelization.
Yeah, the Jedi spider powers.
In the novelization, they said that. Oh, good catch on that reference. They said that
Yeah.
the animal that Obi-Wan is riding and gets shot down intentionally sacrificed itself for Obi-Wan. And I'm
Aw.
like, that's just, yeah, it's sad and it's cute, but it doesn't make sense also. Oh, I forgot I'm the Wookiee.
You know what? I completely forgot about the super cool camo stormtroopers who there's only two of them that appear and they get
was
killed
really
instantly.
cool. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Yeah, really makes you think about when they're on the forest moon and they're still just wearing their normal white armor.
The stormtroopers.
Yeah.
You're right, like how it's funny because he had a lot more ideas for clones and how they should work, and they were basically the stormtroopers. So it's funny because looking at it, the clone troopers had a lot more variance than the stormtroopers ever did.
A lot more individuality. But I mean, I'm sure that's a planned thing.
Yeah, that they could change that for stormtroopers in the future at any point.
Well,
really.
not even
But they
necessarily
keep
changing
doing,
it,
the
but
Sith troopers and stuff like that, and I don't like that.
the Sith troopers.
Yeah, and the sequel stuff. I don't like the sequel stuff.
What's the Sith troopers? I don't know what that is.
They're because they bring Emperor Palpatine back to life. So it's his elite stormtroopers on his new planet.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Yeah, that's I don't know. I think the whole point of that, I think, goes into when the Star Wars originally came out. Stormtroopers were all about were what's the word they were Nazis. The Empire was meant to be a representation of Nazis. And imagine that's the uniformity, all of them are the same kind of thing. And fascism and stuff. But then with can I destroy this? No, I can't.
No.
But then, obviously when they're the clones fighting for the Republic, they're fighting for, freedom and stuff. So it's probably more I imagine that's part of the symbolism of that.
I just think the whole overarching story, all the little details. There's just so many cool, like, interesting tidbits of information you can find when you're playing this specific game or something. They'll have a nod or be like, I'm trying to think, like, Cal will find something of Luke's or something like that, and it's just or he'll meet like Ahsoka, and
Yeah.
if you're somebody who's watched Rebels and the Clone Wars and anything that the live action Ahsoka popped in before her show, then you really appreciate that, you know?
Yeah.
Like, a character I miss is Asajj Ventress. I think Asajj Ventress always got the short end of the stick, and she never really got to be in any games or any mainstream Star Wars stuff, even though she was basically
Yeah.
the cooler version of Darth Maul to me.
Yeah. I actually like learned like a lot about her just reading I remember like it was some sort of like article online of like, oh, what happened to like these characters from the Clone Wars or whatever, and she was one of them.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, it was just something like, I guess she sort of ended up, I died. Like
She was on the
involved
battle
with this-
of
with,
Dathomir. Or not the battle, it was the genocide.
yeah,
The genocide of the Night Sisters. She
Yep.
was there. And I think what ended up happening was Grievous kills her, or she barely escapes.
no, she barely escapes. But no, it's just like I said, I was just reading, and I guess apparently, I assume this is in obviously books, maybe comics,
Legends or
something.
whatever.
But yeah, she ends up sort of like involved, I think, like romantically with like this Jedi guy,
Uh-huh.
and yeah, I don't remember exactly, but it was like basically he was like going to be corrupted to the dark side, and she like stopped him from becoming corrupted, and in the end like sacrificed herself for him, something like that. I don't remember. It was a very interesting story.
I would love a redemption arc for her, because
Yeah, I
she
think
was
she,
kind of
like,
like
I
Darth
think she
Maul
did.
too, where she was just like used by the Emperor and Count Dooku until she was tossed aside, and she kind of never really thought about what she wanted to do.
Yeah, I think like she did end up getting a redemption arc that I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah, but I thought counting Dooku, Darth Maul. Yeah, I guess those two. Maybe Darth Maul's brother. I thought
Savage.
Asajj Ventress. Yeah, I thought Asajj Ventress was the
Yeah,
best out of all those options to be his apprentice.
yeah.
But
And she
canonically, they made her weaker than Count Dooku. Like whenever they
Yeah.
fought,
Yeah.
Count Dooku always beat her.
Oh wow, this is upsetting.
It is very upsetting.
It's very interesting, as well. If you remember where she was first introduced.
She was first introduced in the Clone Wars miniseries. It was originally a movie, but now it's a miniseries where it's like 2 or 3 episodes on Disney Plus. Came out around 2003, and she
Yep.
was tasked. She had the Force, and she became a champion in like a battle arena where they fought to the death. And Count Dooku gave her lightsabers and tasked her to kill Anakin Skywalker on behalf of the Emperor when he was just a Padawan.
That is correct. We actually, I mean, we watched those when they were new, and we thought they were awesome.
They were awesome,
And
and they
I
live
remember-
up today.
Yeah, and I remember I was really confused because they were the Clone Wars, and then the new, computer animated series was the Clone Wars. But I thought it was awesome that they brought her back, because even in that 2003 one, she never spoke. Like, she was a silent character, so it was really cool to see her like fleshed out and to just be a very you said,
I
very
think
cool
she's
character.
so cool, and you're right. The Clone Wars made her a lot deeper, she's just all around interesting and has a lot of potential, I think.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's 3 levels. We're over halfway done with Revenge of the Sith. So we'll go ahead and wrap up this part here. So, if you like this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And if you didn't like this video, then leave a dislike and then comment and subscribe anyway. And you can go ahead and check out other videos on our channel. We're also right now currently playing through both Crash Bandicoot on the Insane Trilogy and Mortal Kombat X. And yeah, thanks for watching.
Bye.